If you need any My Team grinds in any mode, hit up my boy Witty for safe, reliable, and the cheapest grinding services around. Hit him up on Twitter. You won't be disappointed. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be building the best team you possibly can for less than a million MT here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. And this team comes in for right about 925,000 MT by my calculations, which gives you a decent chunk of wiggle room in case some of these guys wind up going for a little bit more by the time you see this video than when I record it. Now, keep in mind, I'm using my pricing from Xbox, and I'm recording this video at right about midnight. I guess technically Wednesday morning, Tuesday night. So that is when I got my prices, but keep that in mind. And I'm excited to hop into the video. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, starting point guard is going to be Drew Holiday. Love this card. I don't talk about him much on the channel because his value hasn't made a ton of sense for a lot of these, but it makes sense for this team. About 150,000 MT for a dude who is absolutely god tier defensively. Gets some of the best defensive animations in the game. I get the slashing's not great, but the jumper is. And yes, I'd rather have him than some of the other down budget point guards. I just think his defense is that good. He is such a god defensively, and his jumper is also really nice offensively. I can live with the low driving dunk rating in a way that I just can't with most cards, because I like the heck out of this card. I think he's really, really good. And I think if you got a million MT, it's not a bad idea at all to pick up a guy like Drew for your first 150K to start off your point guard position. Shooting guard position is the exact same as the 500K team, and that is going to be Kelly Tripucka at the starting two guard. Just so good as a shot creator with Curry escape, and literally one of the very best jumpers in all of my team. He's basically Kyle Korver with good sigs and better defense and good speed and legit slashing. Now, I get he needs badges, especially defensively. Things like glove, immovable, on-ball menace. That's just 3 of them, and then handles for days, lightning launch. Like you add those 5 badges, that's it. And you could replace glove with like paint patroller if you wanted to or something like that. But he's needing some badges, yes. And he's not gonna have every single badge perfectly, but his jumper is literally god tier. His movement is also so good. I think he's the primary ball handler your starting lineup needs. And for 110 KMT or so, really, really good card. For about another 100,000 MT, we got Rudy Gay, who has gone above a buyout finally. This card was a buyout from the day he came out on Christmas Eve until literally like yesterday. But he has finally, after about a month, gone over a buyout. He was at 1.60-ish thousand MT. Such a steal of a card. People continue to say that I'm gassing this card when I say he's a top 5 shooting small forward in the game. Now, is he still a top 5 small forward in the game? That's gotten tougher to say, but for a while, he was the 3rd best small forward in the game, and behind only Giannis and LeBron, and I legitimately meant that too. His jumper is god tier. His size, 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan and a big player build, I mean, really helps him out defensively, and he's such an elite slasher. Not to mention, he's got Kawhi Leonard behind the back, Kyrie dribble style, so legitimately good sigs there, and one of the best fades in my team. I mean, he's a legit god. I love this card. I think he is absolutely top tier. Still got him starting in my main squad. He's that good, and I love the card for about 100,000 MT. Starting power forward position is going to give us Jaren Jackson Jr. For about 100,000 MT flat as well. You can get him sometimes for 95K or so, but I put him on for 100K because that's how much the cheapest to buy out one was when I looked on the Xbox market. 87 speed, 88 3 ball, amazing defender, and really good standing and driving dunker. Again, now my Jaren, to be fair, has every Hoff badge and a couple legend badges, but he's my starting power forward on my main team. Again, elite defender, capable rebounder, great size, and an elite level catch and shoot shooter. That's about all I need from Jaren. The fact he's got that Kobe escape as well doesn't feel like much, but occasionally he'll get a shot off from creating his own shot off of something like that people aren't expecting. Definitely people aren't expecting you to dribble with your power forward. Jaren gives you the ability to do that, and I got no issues at all with him at the power forward position here. Starting center position is going to give us Kristaps Porzingis, who I think is probably the 2nd best center in the game after Victor Wembanyama. 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan and an absolute burner. Not to mention, he's not terrible defensively. He's not low speed by any means, especially for somebody his size, and he's a very good standing dunker as well. Card is elite, and if you want to argue he's like the 3rd best center in the game, you can do that. I think KP's an amazing card though, and I think he's absolutely a top 3 center in the game, no doubt about it. Now, to be fair, he's the most expensive card in the team, about 240,000 MT, but he's a dog. Very, very good card, and I would pay that every single day for a squad like this for that starting center position. Backup point guard is going to be Lonzo Ball for about 60K. Again, I mean, I got Drew starting, but Lonzo for 60K, half the price, is definitely still a better value than Drew is, to be fair. 6'6" with a 6'7" wingspan, and more importantly, Really good jumper. That height is noticeable defensively as well. The stats and badges aren't like pop off the page insane with Lonzo, but I'm telling y'all, I've used this card more than probably any other budget point card in my team, and I think he is a dog. Not much in terms of shot creation, but when he's open, his jumper is elite. His jumper's elite. He's a really good finisher around there, especially of standing dunks. And like, I really like the card. I really do. 60K. I got no issues with it. Easy choice right there. This saves us a ton of salary, but again, Pink Diamond Franz Wagner slotting into this team for free. Now, here's the thing. I got comments from people saying you should put D-Rob and D-Wade and Dirk and, well, sorry, D-Rob, D-Wade and Xavier McDaniel specifically in these lineups. The difference between those cards who are also free and Franz who's free is those guys take or took a lot longer to grind for than Franz Wagner did. Franz Wagner was available for an hour of grinding for like 2.5, 3 weeks. Those cards take a lot longer than that to get to. And so look, if you didn't get Franz, it's your own fault, is the honest truth. And he is absolutely good enough to be on this team still a top 5 shooting guard in the game. Elite size, great jumper, legit movement as well, and a very capable slasher. Like, the card is not bad defensively either. He's just so good. That 6'10 provides real value in terms of switchability as well. And again, he's free. You're not going to get a better deal than free 99. Like, that one is obvious. Backup small forward position is going to be Jeff Green. It gives you a little bit more size, the small forward position at 6'8 with a 7'1 wingspan. Again, him and Rudy both can play a little bigger than their listed heights. But great speed, versatile defense, elite slasher, and a really good jump shot as well for Jeff Green. I love this card, even with only 6 Hoffs. I think he's amazing. One of the very best diamond cards in all of my team. And again, he's only going for about 25K. So another great steal of a deal that helps bring the total price of this team down and is an elite level backup budget card. Backup power forward is going to give us Kwame Brown, 6'11", very similar to Jaren in a lot of ways. High 80 speed, elite level defender and interior card, and very good jumper, helps him be a good popper. Now, it's lower 3-ball rating, yes, but that Kobe base is money. The upper could maybe be a little better, but as a whole, I still really like the jumper. I think he's an elite slasher, an elite defender. I love the speed he's got as well, which really helps, I think, to guard against the very best, glitchiest power forwards in the game that all have about 90 speed in their own right. And I think to Jaren or Kwame, again, for 30K MT, you're just not going to get a better price. That's such a good deal. And then backup center is pretty much the same old story again. And he's not an old card, but he was the starting center in the 500K team, and he's going to be the starting center, or sorry, the backup center in the million MT team. 7'3" with a 7'7" wingspan. Look, I get he's 69 speed. I just don't care that much. He does not feel that slow at 7'3". He doesn't feel fast, but it's not that bad. And his jumper's money. Defensively, he's very good on the interior, and he's an elite level rebounder. Is he a perfect card? Absolutely not. Is he a very good card? 100%. Big Z is really, really good in my team. And again, this team only costs you about 925,000 MT. So if you wanted to pick up somebody else, like let's just say a budget card like a Damari Carroll Lou all day, and you wanted to slide somebody like Jaren or Kwame to the 5 in the sake of having Zydrunas Ilgauskas maybe getting attacked because of his speed. Let's just say you threw Damari Carroll in here, right here. At the end of the bench, still under $1 million MT. You throw him in right here, slide Jeff Green to the 4, Kwame to the 5, you're chilling. You can take Big Z out if you want. You're still under $1 million MT. So that's another option right there as a way to kind of change up the lineup a bit if you don't love the speed. But I think Big Z is a great card, and I think overall this is a really great team. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.